Mafia Magazine Radio.
What's happening, mommy? This is Noble Gentry.
Hold on, Noble. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
Yes, sir.
For all my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity to sit down with an unbelievably gifted artist that goes by the name of Noble Gentry. And we're going to sit down with Noble for a little while, baby. He's going to let us know what it takes for him to do what he do every day in the music game. So, Noble, baby, how the game treating you these days, yo?
Good, man. Better than ever, to be honest with you, dog. Like I said, I just got signed up on this label right now, 1017 Brick Squad Mafia. You know, that's the label right now. Shout out OG Mac Drama, CEO. He's the one that put me on.
Okay. Yeah, so tell everybody, man, where you originally from and how long you been doing your thing.
For sure, that's what it is. I'm originally from San Diego, California. I've been here in Phoenix, Arizona now for going on 12 years. I started out under the name of Loped Out. You already know you put me on one time before under that name, Loped Out. You know, did my thing under the gangster rap scene for a long time here in Arizona. I had a fallout a couple years ago with the law, turned my life around and started heading on a different course, decided that, you know, the gangster rap underground scene really wasn't that much for me. It was time for me to go mainstream. You know, it was time for me to use my gift in a different manner. So I turned it around. Noble Gentry is the new name. Believe it or not, Gentry is my first name, legal first name. And if you look up the term gentry, it actually is from the medieval days. It meant landowners, people of wealth, nobility. So that's where Noble came into play. Noble Gentry, that's the new lick. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Because listen, man, I know when I was listening to the music, I said to myself, hey, man, there's something familiar about this here. You know what I'm saying? And, and you know, when I kept listening, I was like, all right, well, maybe it's just me tripping because I listen to so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
sure.
it's glad to know, man, that you done switched up, man. And I'm glad to see that everything is working well. You know what I mean? So, you know, once again, man, here we are. You know, let everybody know, man, what inspired you. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody at some point, you know, got to be inspired by something or somebody. So let everybody know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Let everybody know, man, what was your inspiration, man, to make you want to do music, and not only do music, but do music really well the way that you do, baby.
For sure, that's what it is. You know, my first inspiration, obviously, is going to sound cliche, but it's Tupac. You know, I'm from California. I'm from San Diego. I was born in '85, so I grew up in that era listening to Tupac and those cats. You know, Snoop Dogg, NWA, all of them were doing their thing around that same time. So, you know, as a youngster, I grew up listening to that. That was truly my inspiration. Around 12 or 13, I started writing. And then, you know, more recently, as I've been taking it more serious here in the past couple of years, my inspiration from that really just comes from the change around in lifestyles and what's going on in the world. You know, I see now that, you know, they need a new voice. You know, gangster rap is what it is, and I still do gangster rap. Don't get it twisted, but I'm trying to bring more conscious level of rap, you know, into the industry, because that's what they need, man. These people need help. You know, no disrespect to cats like Lil Yachty and stuff like that, but that's just really not my thing, man. I'm trying to bring some kind of knowledge to the table, you know, something for these youngsters to actually absorb and do something with, because, you know, trap life is really not all that, and it ain't for everybody, man. We got to tell these youths that, you know, there's a better life out there and that you can't make money doing something different, you know, and something legit.
Hey, Noble, you can't see me right now, baby. But I'm over here, I'm smiling like a motherfucker right now, son. you know, you know what I'm saying? Only
because it's fresh, you know.
Not only that, but let me kind of elaborate on this for all my listeners out there. What y'all don't know, what y'all don't understand is this cat used to go by the name of Loped Out, and his music and his lyrics is just as hard as they is now. But there was a whole different twist that he had to it when he was doing his Loped Out thing. And the reason why I'm smiling is because there was a time when you was doing your music that we was actually looking for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we wanted you to be involved in a couple of shows or whatever the case is, and I couldn't find you. But the reason being is because when you first came on, you know what I'm saying, you told the story about, you know what I'm saying, you had to take a little vacation and all that. We get that. But why I'm smiling is the growth that you've grown from the last time that I've spoken with you, you know what I'm saying, and the maturity that you're speaking on right now about these youngsters and about the music and about the culture of our hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, people get away from it and all that, but you sound to me as if now you are ready to bring in these, not just yourself, but these youngsters back to the essence of what our culture is really about. You know what I'm saying? And when you speaking on the music the way that you do, man, I'm over here smiling, man, because, man, listen, man. You know what I mean? Noble Gentry gets it, baby. And if y'all ain't hear him before, y'all going to hear him tonight. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna tell us all that he's doing it, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna give us a little bit of his struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because I want that to be known, because you are, you know what I'm saying, involved with some other things, man, that's gonna help inspire other folks to do the things that you're doing now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's love.
Yeah, no doubt, baby. So tell us, man, what was one of the first projects that you worked on that you said to yourself, I'm on my way now?
Yeah, honestly, I'll be real with you. A couple years ago, even when I was doing the Loped Out thing, I did an album called The Grimy Grind, and that was I had a few tracks on there where I just felt, the goosebumps. I always say this, and people think it's crazy or whatever, but when you're in the studio and you're rapping, and you come out the booth and you got goosebumps on both your arms, and so does your engineer. Yeah. And y'all haven't even talked about the track. I mean, that's just how you know it's fire. So we had a few of those, and I was like, okay, this is happening. But you're right. Here's where I was caught up. I was caught up too much in the gangster lifestyle, and I was more worried about dealing and doing stupid things, just trying to be a part of that and really, get it how you live type of thing. And that got me nowhere. That got me in trouble. That got me in a lot of stuff that, again, just set me back so many steps. Right. That now I'm on a new level. Right. Now I'm on, like I said, I'm on the conscious rap. I'm trying to show the youth that there's a better way to get your money. You can open up a business as a young man, and you can build your credit as a young man, and the world will be yours. Stuff like that. That these cats aren't learning. And, they think it's cool to be in the trap house, and they think it's cool to be the dope man because they hear it on the radio, or maybe a couple of them around the streets really doing it. And I get it. Right. Shout out to my real ones doing it. Right. No disrespect to y'all. I understand. Some of y'all got to eat, and there's no other way, and I understand that for y'all. But understand that there is always another way. Right. You just got to look deeper into yourself. Understand that we're all gods, and if you can enlighten yourself and open that third eye and see that, and truly soak that in, you can create and you can do anything. And that means good or negative,
Yeah, no question about that, man. This is beautiful, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear your voice again and to hear how you've grown, you know what I'm saying? And you decided, you know what I'm saying, to kind of do something different, baby. You know what I'm saying? So being that you've made this transition, you know what I'm saying? How do you now prepare your lyrics? You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, we do know that they still come from your experiences in life. We get that all day. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But there has
That's
to be
what it is. Like
Go ahead.
If you like my new single right now, The Plug. If you listen to it and listen to the lyrics, you're going to hear a true story of me as a youth growing up and, pushing marijuana in 8th grade. The backpack gang is what we called ourselves. We had whatever you needed, and it didn't matter. We got it. And you'll hear that through the track, and then you'll hear the transition of me growing up. A little bit later, I thought I was whipping work doing it. And at the end, you end up getting caught up. And that's what it is. A lot of my music is going to be true to myself, so there's still going to be gangster rap because that's what I am. That's what I do. That's what I spent the last 15 years of my life being. So understand that it's going to have that rugged edge to it. I'm never going to lose that. But at the same time, what I'm trying to do is influence and let them know that there's other things too, and that we are a troubled society. There's a lot of troubled minds there right now that we need to change the way of our thinking and unite and not let the system tear us apart like it's doing, No
doubt. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the project, baby. Let's get to the project that you're working on right now. Give us a little insight, man, on the project, the name of it, and all that was involved. And at the end of it all, man, how you feel about it, man?
Okay, so this is what it is. We're doing an album right now. It's actually untitled. We haven't come up with a solid name for it yet. It is going to be released under 1017 Brick Squad Mafia, under OG Mac Drama Records. We're doing a 9-track album. We already got a lot of it recorded. I got a lot of local features here in Arizona. I'm trying to put on my local guys that are doing it, the ones that I've been working with through the years. These aren't just cats I've run into. These are cats that I've seen through the past 5-7 years, putting in work here. Just to name a few of them, we got Arizona Ghost with Black Peso Family. I got the original Playboy on a couple tracks. I got my homie Dayo G, and I got Frank Kush. Both those guys can sing and harmonize very well. I got them on a few tracks. I got my boy Wild Boy Rolak out of 1017 Brick Squad on the track with me. So, it's gonna be an all around album that you can listen to track one all the way through the end, hopefully, without having to skip any tracks at all. And at the end of it, have a true story, have a true feeling in your heart. You know, I'm going to touch some people, man. I'm going to make some people cry, and I'm going to make some people feel some type of way, but that's what I'm supposed to do. So that's how it's going down.
No doubt, baby. And here's another thing, man. As you're speaking right now, I want you to kind of comment. I want to get your insight, man, on, you know, being that you're in Arizona, you know what I'm saying, and you're doing music in Arizona, and there's been very few, if any, that may have broken through. You know what I'm saying? And tell me, you know, give me an insight, man, on how you feel about you yourself possibly breaking through, man. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not the case, leading the way for those that may be coming up behind you.
You know what? The biggest thing I can say is to be respectful and to be humble. Okay. Watch what you say and who you say it around, because you never know who you're around. You know, that's the biggest fault that I see in Arizona is these artists that'll get on stage, and because nobody showed up to see them, they don't put on a show. You know, they give you 20%, but you never know who the guy in the back of the bar sitting there sipping a Coke is. You know, he could be somebody important or know someone important. That, you know, the back attendant can know somebody important. So for me, I just say be humble and know what you're doing, because, you know, shout out to the artists that have made it out. My homie V the Ruler with Alumni. Yeah. You know, OG Mac Drama managed him for a few years as well, and now he signed with Kid Ink's label Alumni Records. So shout out to V the Ruler. Also shout out to the homie Joseph Martin. J Slug 500, you know, he signed his deal with No Limit last year, so he's doing his thing. Yeah. You know, and the thing about those two cats that I could say is the same with me, hanging out with them and meeting them personally, is just that aspect. They're very humble guys, and they're very respectful guys.
No doubt. And that was a true statement, man, what you said about, man, when you're going out to perform, make sure, man, you give it 100% every time, man, even if it's just one person that you in the spot, you know what I'm saying, performing for. Because there's been many times I'm in a place and nobody don't really know me. A lot of times I'm playing the background and all that. Sure. And I'm watching what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times cats don't get an opportunity to get with us because of the fact that I see they on stage playing. You know what I'm saying? And they're not serious about their craft and all that. But that's just me, man. You know, I just want to say, man, we appreciate you me personally, man. I appreciate the change for real, son. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen you do your thing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And to now hear you now, man, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate also, man, that you bringing up the cats. You know what I'm saying? The local cats that's around you, man, that's striving to get to another place, man, and you helping them get to that place, you know, and that's a real beautiful thing, man. So tell us, man, you got videos?
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, no question. So you got videos coming out, man. Give us an insight on your
Yeah, I'll give you a rundown real quick.
Okay.
Of what I got going. So we're going to be doing this album. It's a 2-year contract that I'm signed with. We're going to be actually dropping 2 albums through the contract over the next 2 years. We're also going to be doing 12 videos in the next year and a half. So between now and December 2017, you're going to see at least 12 videos drop. I got a video right now out. It's called The Plug. You can find it on OG Mac Drama's YouTube. You just go on YouTube and search Noble Gentry, The Plug. I believe you can even search The Plug and it'll pop up. But I got that video out right now. We just released that on 9/11. I got a new video coming out, In It to Win It, featuring original Playboy out of Arizona here. A lot of cats know him. Big homie. He's been doing, you know, putting in his work, putting in his time. We got a video that's going to be dropping on 10/17. You know, that's the label, 10/17 Brick Squad. So we're going to drop that October 17th. And then basically I'm going to be dropping a video every other month or every month thereafter. So there's going to be a lot of videos flooding over the next 6 to 8 months, definitely.
No question. And big shout out to, man, OG Mac Drama, baby. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the things that he's doing, man, and the music that he's putting out and the hard work that he's putting in, man. And I just wanted to say that, you know what I'm saying, to get that out for the cat. You dig what I'm saying? So here's a question, man, and I may have asked you this before, but I'm going to ask it to you again.
Go ahead.
Whether it be 5, 10, 15, whatever, 20 years, when Noble Gentry is done, you know what I'm saying, with putting out his music, if he is ever done, what you wanted to be said about the music that you put out, man, and the things and lives that you touched as you did it?
Yeah, that's what's up. So when I'm done with this thing, I want to be a huge mogul. I want to be bigger than Puff Daddy. I want to be bigger than Jay-Z, you know. And the thing that I want to do is I want to give back, because I feel like there's just not enough of that, you know. Right. There's not enough of the Akons that are going over there and getting a loan from China to put electricity through Africa. There's not enough people that are doing that with their money. Everybody's got the Bugatti, everybody's got the fancy whips, but nobody's really giving back like they said they would. And, one thing that I want to be at the end of the day is true to my word. So when Noble Gentry's done doing what he does, he wants to know that everything he said he was going to do got done. And that's taking care of the people, man, because there's a lot of starving people right here in America, man, that we need to take care of. There's a lot of people right here in America that are drug addicts on heroin and meth, and they can't kick it, that we need to take care of. So, with all my money, if I do blow up and when I do blow up, that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to open up care centers, and I'm going to give people that didn't have an opportunity. So the Noble Gentry legend will never die because I'm a merchandiser. I mean, right now already I got Noble Gear 1017 coming out. So you're going to have the full clothing line, T-shirts, sweatshirts, the hoodies. You're going to have the sweatpants. We're even doing a line of socks. We're doing fan towels. I'm going to have the Brick Squad, wood chain pendants. All these different things going. That's just the start of it. So I don't think I'm ever going to die. I hope to be an entity that lives forever, man.
Hey, man, with that attitude that you got, baby, you're going to be around forever, man, and that's real golden talk. You heard what I'm saying? And so here's another thing that I seen, man, that I thought was real. I thought that was real noble. No, we got that. No pun intended. There was real noble of you, man, where I seen something, man, where you was inviting a lot of local businesses, man, to come out in a place that you're doing. You're going to be supporting them in some way. I mean, give us a little insight and explain to me, man, what that's all about.
Okay, you're talking about just earlier today in my post?
Yeah, I checked it, baby.
Okay. Again, that just goes back to the love issue, man. I feel like there's just not enough love out here. Everybody wants to post their posts, and they want you to give them likes, and I want you to share my post, but I'm not going to share yours. I see too much of that going on. So I just real quick wanted to give all the local businesses in Arizona a chance. Send me all your information. I'm going to send out mass posts. I'm going to put some promotion behind it. I'm going to put you up on my website. I got a website, Noble Gear 1017, that's going to be launched later this week, beginning of October. And so I'm just going to put, again, I like to show love, man. There's a lot of good talent out here. No, I'm not just talking about artists. There's tattoo artists. There's actual artists that paint and draw. Right. There's business owners, small business owners. My pool guy is a young, 27-year-old small business owner. People like that, the people that hustle, the people that need the advertisement. The ones that want to get it. Send me your stuff. Let me show you some love. That's all that's about, man. I do that with everybody. I'm the kind of guy that when I get music in my inbox, I do listen to it. And if it's garbage, I'm going to tell you that it's not that high and that you need to, I'll give you some positive feedback. Right. I'm not going to criticize you, but I'm going to give you some positive feedback.
Right. And I get that, and I totally understand that, man, about the positive feedback, because I too, man, when I get music, you know what I'm saying, I don't really chop a cat down. What I actually tell him is, man, you just need to spend a little bit more time in the studio, man, and to perfect your craft. You dig what I'm saying? So, it's about not chopping them down, man, and trying to build them up, man, because we always about building around this piece, you know what I'm saying? And then here's another thing I want you to Go ahead, man.
I've always figured if you go negative, man, their ears closed. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're staying positive and you're spitting positive vibes into somebody, they're going to take it a different way. Criticism can come two ways. It can come positive or negative. It really just depends on how you're putting it out there.
No doubt, baby. Hey, man, listen, Noble, listen, man, this was really surprising and beautiful and eye-opening, man, to speak to you once again, man, because I know, you know what I'm saying, I was feeling you, you know what I'm saying, before when you was doing your loped out thing, you know what I'm saying, and, we was on the hunt for you, man, trying to figure out where you was at and what you was doing, man, but you now explained that all to us, you know what I'm saying, so that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir, man. Now you got me, too, so I ain't going nowhere for a long time. I'm in a good position right now. I don't plan on going anywhere but to the top of this game, so you know where to find me now, Sam.
No doubt, baby. And keep us looped in, man, on all your community projects, man, because we definitely, man, want to support those things that's going on, man. And being that we got this radio station and we got a magazine and all that, man, we absolutely, man, can help out with those causes. You heard what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
yeah, I appreciate that, homie. Hey, before you let me go, can I give a quick shout out to some of the cats that be listening?
Not only can you give a shout out, here's what I was gonna say, man. I want you to plug everything and everybody, man, that's helped you get to the place where you are today.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be hard to do. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I love you all, but let's do this. First shout-out goes to OG Mac Drama, obviously, with the squad. Gucci, man, he's fresh out, and he's doing his thing, too. He's kind of changing and flipped the table, so, that's a blessing right there. Omar Ali, A&R 1017 Brick Squad. Got the homie Adam Young and his girl Alexandra DeShield with the Lyric Entertainment. Wild Boy with Squad. The homie DJ Charlie If you guys don't know him, little youngster, man, he gets it. He's with Fresh Empire. Louis Cohen, Epidemic Media, that's my camera guy. He does all my videos for me. Twan Beats does most of my instrumentals. Arizona Merch Kings, Twan Sack. You know, he does all of my merchandise. So you get your T-shirts printed up, your fan towels, your hats, you name it. That's the man. That's the plug. Shout out to Black Hemingway, Chi-Town John, Be the Ruler, all the alumni camp. Again, shout out to all those homies. You know, shout out to the cats doing big things here in Arizona. Tonight, I'm actually going to be heading out to go see my homie Heaven Sent. He's a little youngster as well. He's been doing his thing for many, many years here in Arizona. I think he just turned like 18 or 19, but he's been doing things here for 6 years, and this little dude kills it, man. Like, he shows out and shows up and shows out every time. So if you guys are in the zone, come out to Monarch Theater tonight and go support that little homie.
No doubt. Hey, and here's another shot. Here's another thing, man. I want to let everybody know, man. We also are doing an event October 3rd in Tucson, man. So for all the Arizona artists or artists all over who want to fly in or do whatever you want to do, we're doing an event in Tucson, man, with the Wealth Nation event. You know what I'm saying? And the winner of that event will get a feature in Mafia magazine, along with being able to get on the radio, man, and do what they do. So check my page, you know what I'm saying? You can actually check Gentry's page. You'll probably see the flyer out there, man. So for all you artists out there that wanna perform, man, and show what you know and all of that, man, we're doing an event next month, October 3rd in Tucson at the 4th Avenue venue that's out there. So Gentry, man, it was beautiful, Noble, for us to speak again, man. Let me just say this to you, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me just say this to you before we go, man. May you be blessed in everything that you do all day. And may you be blessed every day and prosper for all the things that you do every day. You heard?
You as well, my brother. Stay blessed. And real quick, homie, I've almost forgot. Biggest shout out of all right now, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he put me in this position where I'm at, and he's going to keep me moving through it. So that's what it is. Big shout out to you guys, Mafia Magazine. I appreciate the love.
No doubt, baby. Peace.
1070 Brick Squad, we out.
No doubt.